Let's start with an example of a credit card. Suppose you owe $2,000 on a credit card that charges 18% APR. If you pay $50 a month, how long is it going to take to pay off the debt? Well, we have our formula. The number of years is the log of P over RA plus P all over N times the log of 1 plus R. And we know that the initial amount of money is negative $2,000. We are in debt. The rate of interest monthly means we are doing things 12 times a year. The rate of interest is 0.18, that's 18% as a fraction, as a decimal, divided by 12. And the payments that we're making are $50 a month. And we want to know how many years is it going to take to pay off this debt. Well, you plug in the information, log of 50 divided by 0.18 over 12 times negative 2,000 plus 50 all over 12 times the log of 1 plus 0.18 over 12. And we get out a calculator. And let's see. I'm going to show you how to do it in one go. I notice nobody is using the 1 over x button on their calculator, so let's avoid the 1 over x button. First, let's do what's in parentheses up top. It's 50 divided by, and now I'm going to put parentheses across the entire bottom. 50 divided by 0.18 divided by 12 times 2,000 negative plus 50, that's the whole bottom, close parentheses, equals, that is everything inside of the parentheses. We then take the log of this, where's the log button? There's the log, and we have the entire numerator of the equation, of the formula. We then, I think it's easier to do the divided by 12 separately. Divided by 12 equals, now we've taken into account the 12, now we just have to divide by the log of 1 plus 0.18 over 12. So divided by parenthesis 0.18 divided by 12 plus 1, close parenthesis, that's what's in the parentheses. Hit the log, it's now taken the log of it. And if you look up top, we have this number divided by the log of what we want. We say equals 5.12. Let's say 5.13. Approximately equal to 5.13. It's going to take about a little over 5 years. And this is why I said you almost don't need to necessarily divide by the 12, because if you hadn't divided by 12, you would have had 12 times more. Multiply this by 12, and we get 61.54. I'm going to round that up to 62 payments. So this is 5.13 years, which is 62 payments. And let's just analyze what this means. 62 payments of $50 each is, where's that calculator again? Well, let's use the exact amount. 61.54 times $50 is $3,077.15. $3,077.15. $3,077.15. What does this mean? It means you owed them $2,000 over the course of a little over 5 years. You end up paying them $3,000. Now, a lot of people think, this is horrible, this is depressing. Well, if someone borrowed $2,000 from you, and then they paid you back $50 a month, you'd be kind of annoyed. You owe me $2,000. If you borrow $2,000 from someone, you should pay them back $2,000. You should pay them back in a hurry. I mean, if they're in a tight spot, maybe they give you $500 a month for 4 months, but you have to remember, you owe these people $2,000. To just give them a little bit at a time is rather rude, especially since this isn't just a friend who's getting annoyed. These people are charging you interest. Watch what happens if we just look at RA. RA 0.18 over 12 times negative 2,000 is let's see, clear this all out. 0.18 divided by 12 times 2,000 negative 30 bucks. That is $30. That's negative $30. That means that at the end of the first month, they hit you with $30 in interest. This is the periodic rate of interest. That means the amount of interest each period. So you owe them $2,000. At the end of the first month, they hit you with $30 of interest. You pay them 50 bucks. 30 of those dollars is just the interest. 20 of those dollars subtracts from the debt. So you have $2,000, and then you give them 50 bucks, and then they say, okay, you now owe me $1,980. This is why it takes you so long to pay this off. Near the end of the 5 years, when you owe them very little money, you aren't accruing so much interest, and so your payments go a lot further. And yeah, in fact, from what I know, the credit card people want you to pay it off in more than this time. They want you to end up paying them a larger amount of money over time. So if you owe them $2,000 on an 18% APR credit card, they're probably going to ask you for less than $50 a month. They seem to be multiples of 5, so they're probably going to ask you for $40 a month. And it's going to take you longer to pay it off, and they're going to make more money in the long run. But you should keep in mind that you are in debt to people who are charging you usurious amounts of interest, huge amounts of interest. So you should be in a hurry to pay this off.